まにはのんびりするのも悪くないな。騎士団の奴らに相手をさせるべきだな。剣は俺の手の中に、天下は俺のもの。
All right. Time to have a look at the Fischl event and also do some Abyss runs today. On both accounts, actually. Give me 1 minute. Stream will be starting very soon.
"たまにはのんびりするのも悪くないな。
Hey Bemi, how are you doing, man? Welcome.
騎士団の奴らに相手をさせるべきだな。
Ready for the grind of the new event? Ah, cute doggo.
ギルドにはまだ仕事が残っているんだ。君は休むといい。僕は仕事に戻ろう。
Yeah, I think I'll address that today. I mean, I'm gonna have a look at it, to be honest. I've only read a bit about it from what it seems. The event seems like it's gonna be pretty good. Especially if the talent materials have a high limit or can be just farmed unlimited, that would be great. need to do some resin to reward analysis, obviously, and see how much more the event itself is worth compared to talent domains and ley lines and other crap. But I think from the first impressions, I mean, since it's a special event, it has to worth more, right? Like it only makes sense. Otherwise, it would be against common sense, basically, because no one would play the event except for Fischl, of course. But yeah, definitely hold on to them because we'll see in a minute. But you might just want to hold on to them and spend on what's the best value, especially for you in your situation. So if you need XP books, you know, then you should get XP books. I wish the event gave more primogems though. But regardless, it seems like a better event compared to, like, it's better than Crucible, the last one we got. That one was quite crap, not gonna lie. Hey Lemsauce, welcome to the streamer. You came here for the event? Yeah, stay tuned then. We'll be starting in a minute, and I'll definitely go over, you know, it's also going to be my first time in-game practically, but I read a couple of things already, and we'll go over the event and the rewards and see what's worth how much, analyze a bit, and do the event itself also. So welcome, man. Wait a second. Am I on Twitch? Yeah, also. It's because I'm restreaming right now because I need to get affiliate on Twitch. And the YouTube views help the channel right now, but obviously, as soon as I get affiliate on Twitch, I'll have to decide which platform I need to stick to. And I'll either do Twitch with YouTube VODs and videos, obviously, or I'll just stick to YouTube fully. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, right now, if you want to support, you could whip out, open another tab on your browser, and then, you know, just watch me both services, basically. Restream, you know, duplicate. Anyway, let's start, guys. Let's get going. All right. All right, here we are. Let's have a look at the event first, shall we? Or better yet, the notice. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Fischl. Yeah, we get Crown of Insight, we get Hero's Width, Enhancement Alls, Talent Materials. We'll all see those in a second. I went over these on my video. But this is important, I think. Even though it probably won't be that difficult in terms of speedruns, if you're going to use resin refreshes for whatever reason, that's free to play. If you're not free to play, obviously. I mean, these characters deal 60% more damage for 2 of the challenges and the 3. Yeah. Okay, that's it. There's not much in there. Let's have a look at the event itself. First, let's read the event shop. Now, I've seen some people diss and ditch these rewards, right? Just because you can farm them from the world bosses. And here's the thing. That is correct, but same applies to these, you know. You can also farm these from ley lines and quests and other stuff. It's no different. If you need these, by all means also get them. You can only have up to 3 purchased anyway. And the bad thing about these in general is that there comes a point, even if you're free to play, even if you're focusing on 2-3 characters maximum, you know, there comes a point when you start lacking them, especially the gold ones later on, or the purple ones, and you need many of the lesser ones to craft and get the better ones also. Look, I mean, look at here. I've been doing Pyro Regis wines ever since I've known myself, right? I have 70 of these, right? And I haven't got that many purple ones. Now, if I check for the green and blue ones, I'm pretty sure I have quite a bit. See, I have 70 green, 44 blue. But this only means, what? 11, 14? 14 of them? 14 purples? And this is only, what is it? 23, and then further on, 7, basically. 7 purples. So, in total, this will only be enough for 1 character ascension of a character ascension of 3 characters. So yeah, that's that the shop could be good in that sense because look, it's only going to be maybe it's not going to be worth 12 of these shards, okay? Because here we have Hero's Width for 4 and 10,000 more for 4 also. So maybe it won't be worth 12. That could be the case. But this is basically 1 purple if you buy 3 of these for 36. And 36 is basically going to be... Oh, do we have a video or something? Oh, no, we don't. It's basically going to be... We can't click on those. Let me see. Okay, these are the Primogen rewards for the first phase. Event guidelines. Yeah, these deal increased damage, by the way. So if you have... Everyone has shingling, so you could just spam shingling if you've built her a bit. And for Fischl, we need these, obviously. We have to complete the quests. We have to accumulate the... Let me see. Meteorite. Which one is that? Yeah, I've been doing Pyro Regis one since the beginning of time, indeed. It's mostly because it's so easy. I mean, right now, since my world level increased, I've been having a bit more difficulty doing it. Not difficulty per se, but it takes a tiny bit longer, because I can do it in 3 phases or so, like 3 downs. But I used to be able to do, right before the world level increase, in one go. So it would literally take me like 5 seconds. So it was whenever I would feel lazy, okay, I have primogems, resin accumulating. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna let the cap, let's just do some pyroregis, right? Easy teleport. Oh, you've done fragiles. Don't regret it. I mean, you would regret it equally. You know what I'm gonna do? It might be an unpopular opinion among some people, but there's no need to rush. I mean, I can do. I'm pretty sure. I'll see whether I can beat all of Abyss at Adventure Rank 40, right? Level 80. I'll see if I can do that. And if I can do that, then what's the point? Because I'm gonna save my fragile resins probably till level 60, man. I'm not joking. It depends what we have coming for us, but I don't want to take the chances of, gambling with a gacha games feature. So if I'm going to be playing even a little bit down the line, come half a year or so, it won't even take that long to get to 60, right? What are my thoughts on the main character? Main character is good because, it's not the best in terms of DPS or anything, but it's a 5-star stats character. So that means your base stats and your stats per level are 5-star rated. You're going to get more stats out of it, which is not bad at all. And you get constellations. You'll eventually get full constellations, and it will be a nice wild card because the main characters eventually can get all of the elements. That can be very valuable, especially when you're short. Oh, what's happened? Especially when you're short on certain elements. Okay, I'm going to leave the dailies to a bit later. We have time. I'm going to start with the event since you guys are interested in that, and so am I. But yeah, I'm saving my fragile resin, hopefully, till AR60 or even further. Because who knows down the line what's going to happen? Who knows? It's a very limited resource, and I wouldn't want to waste it early just because I'm a bit impatient about a couple artifacts or essentials and whatnot. Well, we've already beaten content at such a rapid pace, the game's not even able to catch up, Do I think Zhongli is good? I haven't seen him yet, so we haven't received him yet. But he seems okay, at least. He seems like he's going to be good support at the very least, because the rumor says, he turns every shield into Geo Shield. He could potentially make Geo characters very viable. Or literally just run Zhongli and a Claymore or Geo, and then you don't care about elements. You kill every shield, if you can transform enemy shields into Geo. So it's roofies, guys. Meteorites have roofies, don't touch them. Don't inhale. No, I bet you have, Catherine. I bet you have. Safety first. Cover your drinks. That's what you need to do. Catherine, what is this? Oh, all the German in this game. Vassal of the Immernachtreich. What's that? Nachtreich. Ah, the Night Empire. Okay. Immernacht. What's Immernacht? What was Immer again? Immer? I don't remember. It's been so long. Every aspect. So it's like Evernight Empire, Evernight Realm. Okay. You mean the Venti story quest? It was not bad. Like, some of the things can be quite touching and nice in the game. Yeah, it tied up all nicely, didn't it? I quite enjoyed it. I mean, the story quest's a bit short, but they can be enjoyable. Child one's also a bit weird. Bit fun.
旅人さん、こちらは冒険者協会モンド支部のメンバー、フィッシュルさんです。フィッシュルさん、オズさん、こちらが例の
Fisher-san? Oza-san? Oh, so she's part of the Adventurers Guild, actually. Yeah.
あなたがね。
セピロス騎士団の栄誉騎士様とその仲間の
Travel Companion Paimon.
お会いできて光栄です。
旅人。あなたも。え？闇？闇に裁きを。
隕石という意味です。
Mein Fräulein. The German, man.
流星群の原因とその影響がまだ判明していないので、皆さんには二人一組で行動していただき。
Wait, I didn't listen to the Japanese voiceover. I love it when Japanese are attempting German.
旅人さん、フィッシュルさん、身の安全を。
Fisher-san.
それがキャサリンの願いなら聞いてあげなくもないわ。
I shall request to your heartfelt plea. Oh my god, the way they're talking.
この断罪の工女。
Prinzessin der Verurteilung. Verurteilung. I'm not gonna attempt German anymore.
異界夕夜浄土の皇女フィッシュル様。私はその眷属のカラスオズでございます。
Okay, let's do the quest. Come on.
オイラはパイモン。こいつは旅人。徐々に分かってくると思います。フィッシュ旅人の。
The clearer? I doubt it. Yeah, Everlasting Night. Okay. So Evernights realm. Okay, yeah. I wasn't that wrong.
よろしくという意味です。
さっきから漫才してるみたいだな、この二人。
聞きたいことがあるようですね。歩きながら話。
これ、二人一組じゃなくて。
Okay, can we ride Oz? Is that a thing? Do we get mounts? They should give us mounts in this game. We're just gonna teleport, aren't we? Why would you fly if you can teleport? Am I right? So yeah, we will never get mounts because it's just... It will immediately become obsolete. Why would you need a mount?
ここがキャサリンが言ってた事件現場、清泉町だな。
Banner of Gods? I don't see that happening though. Maybe down the line, once the game's a bit older and new people are in, so that they have a higher chance of getting a nice wipe star for themselves.
祝福の鐘が鳴り、断罪の時が来た。崇めなさい。断罪の皇女がここに降臨したわ。
Okay, I heard Kokoni, so she is saying her title, she's uttering her title in Japanese, not German. Oh well. I just said a few words. Okay, who do we talk to? Examine the nearby victims.
凡人、無礼を許してあげるから、詳細を報告しなさい。
I'm really curious what we're gonna get after Zhongli. Is it gonna be Ayaka? Is it gonna be Ganyu? Is it gonna be Xiao? And whether they're gonna be changed drastically or nerfed or buffed or whatever's gonna happen to the characters. Because I'm also saving my Primogems, obviously, so I'd like a nice character down the line. I don't like Razor. I want to replace Razor. But I think is more ley lines worth a farm? Depends. Are you short on Mora? If you're short on Mora, it's always worth. Because you need it, you know? If you don't need it, then no, not really. I would prioritize other stuff.
お前も冒険者たるもの、忠告は聞いておくべきかと。みー、たまにはこういう口調も。
Paimon's going to talk all weird now, also.
私たちの真似。
But yeah, I mean, depends on... Because Mora you use for everything, like weapon upgrades, character upgrades. Mora's everything. So if you're short on Mora, you can't do anything, even if you have the materials. It's not that difficult to farm when you're not short on it, but once you're real low on it, it starts getting depleted so easily that even the ley lines, can't help replenish it at the pace that you want it to.
まあいい。あなたにとって断罪の公女の運命は
Please lead the way of fair princes. Okay. Yeah, I think so too. I think we'll get... Because they're the only ones with the assets, right? Let's see. Who knows what will happen?
ここにも倒れ騎士よ。公女の必
もう一日中眠ってて目覚める気配がないかな。でももう歩けない。
闇の夢はエデンの果実を加えた獣のようで。
Woe betide the weak. I actually... Okay, I understand, it's an anime game, so they have to go nuts with weird English, right? It's not even that much of literature, poetic or anything in its nature, but they actually did a fairly good job. I mean, well done. I haven't really noticed any mistakes or anything off in the English dialogues or any of the scripts, It's been done pretty well. Kudos. I was initially very keen on Xiao, but now knowing that pole arms have huge hit lag, and the fact that he's going to be an anime that won't be able to do Redescent Venera that well, I suppose, and he's going to be physical damage, I'm a bit less certain about it.
すみませんが、こちらの患者は何？
仕事に戻るとか言っていたような。
Yeah, what was her name again? Kinaya? What was it? In Honkai? I never played Honkai, but she was in Honkai. That much I know. Kinara? Was it?
普通の夢じゃないわ。呪いよ。起こせたりしないのか？
試してみたけど、目を覚ましてもしばらく。
Kiana. There you go.
山の上にいて寒いと口にする夢を見たと言っていたわ。
山の上？雪山の悪魔による呪いかしら。泉の精霊が守る清泉町も悪魔に狙わ少し厄介。
Oh, I'd definitely watch a Genshin Impact anime. Wait, is there gonna be one? They announced one. I didn't know that. That would be pretty nice. If they animated well. Because I've seen some Honkai Impact trailers. Those seem pretty nice, pretty neat. Yeah, the manga's pretty nice. I enjoy the manga.
つを見つけたら説教。よし、
早く探しに行こうぜ。
Okay, we're still fetching people, I see. Let's go over there. But yeah, I mean, manga was nice and an anime would definitely be great. But I'm looking forward to another Pyro character at this point because Pyro characters are just so good. I should have really got Klee. I regret not having got Klee, but maybe down the line I won't regret it as much. Because maybe we'll get a better character, you know. Who knows? Oh, they're damaging me quite a bit. I'm not gonna dodge them. Just... Yeah, there is Honkai Impact anime. Yeah. Or is it just trailers? Or is it full anime? Yeah, we are going to have a Pyro Archon, but the Pyro Archons... No, Yeah, the Pyro Archon's the youngest, no? Or is it the Dendro one? The Dendro's the youngest, I believe. Sumera. What was Sumera? Was it Dendro or Pyro? Sumeru. It's Dendro, yeah. The youngest Archon is Dendro. Okay.
迷惑かけてすまなかったな。後でちゃんと説
ちゃんと言うことを聞けよ
I'm really interested in Snezhnia, the cryo
なんだろうな
city. What country?
純粋な秘術に込められた力が運命の
I'm really interested in that one. I really want to meet Zaritza.
世界の湧水軍勢の
I mean, to be honest, all the Archons feel like wimps. Except her, you know.
なあもう分かりづらいぞ
You know, Venti's like a wimp. Shongli's weirdo who just like tired. Like, he just wants to retire.
失礼しました。
For the Dendro character, difficult because how is Dendro going to be useful? I don't see it being that. Oh, okay. There is one way that Dendro is going to be useful, but it would have been more useful if it wasn't for the change that made afterwards, which is, you know, when you burn grass right now, it deals tons of damage. So maybe you could place grass underneath your enemies and then burn it, light it on fire.
だから通訳が必要なのか
Paimon is God? We don't know. I mean, there are certain resemblances, obviously, but I look at the images and everything and the theories. She doesn't seem to be identical, you know, like the lots of differences actually.
よくやったわオズ属性に目を塞隕石に元素力があるのか神の目が光るのはできるんじゃない
Ah, do we get to play as Fischl now? No, we don't.
あちらのよう
We
です
don't.
ね。
Yeah, if you can, for instance, if you can surround people. Okay, here's the thing.
これで気合い
If Dandra can have like nice CC, you put those vines or something, you maybe grab the enemies with the vines, or you surround them with vine kind of shields, so to speak, and then you set them on fire. That would be pretty interesting. That I would be interested in.
元素力の
But I'm not sure at this point how they're going to handle Dendro. It seems a bit underwhelming apart from that. The new burning damage amplification, that kind of make things interesting. But before that, I was like, okay, Dendro's useless. Now there might be hate for it, yeah. It's still not that much damage. I mean, it still trickles and it still takes some time, you know. But still, I think it scales with HP, no? Why are we doing this? We should just teleport.
おかげさまで二人が目を覚ましました。
まだ眠いな。
Wait, can they apply Dendro Aura to you? I thought it was just the wines and objects. I've never paid attention to the Dendro mages because they just die. I just kill them.
ええ
I should test that. That's interesting.
この公女が手を貸したんだからそういえばさ夢の中で何を見たんだ
寒い中山道を歩いてたとしか
参道目的とか
わからん。
やはり呪いねなんて嘆かわしい土地かしらとにかく隕石を片付けるやり方はいけるあとは
Yeah, it's definitely nice dots. That's for sure. It will be nice damage over time. And to be honest, dots will be quite valuable actually because, you know, no uptime. You just apply Dendro to everyone, set them on fire, you're done. They just keep taking damage. It's pretty good. You don't need to actively do something then. Okay, there we go. So these are the first ones. And we're gonna do the meteors. Meteoric wave. Yeah, we already. Okay. Speak to Grace. I see. Okay, so we're gonna get just more quests. Alright. About that bug. Here, they seem to have fixed that bug. Sorry, I was eating. Yeah, they seem to have fixed that bug. I heard about that bug also, but now it seems like they don't disappear anymore. They've already made the following fix. See? We can check. We can check whether it's really fixed. I'm not gonna take their birthright. Okay, we talk to Lynn. Ah, we have time for the resin. You think we should get a second chapter of Genshin that will be the protagonist searching for the unknown god? I mean, maybe we'll already have it now, no? Okay, I see these stuff. Are these the meteorites? There we go. So there's more supposed to be in the area, no? Than you need for the quest. That's the idea, right? But where do we find them then? If we can't see them on the minimap, like, do I have to search for them? Oh boy. It's gonna take some time, isn't it? Are you? Where are you, oh sweet shard? Let me see. You can only be there. Ah, right there. And it's on our leg for some reason. Turn my sound up. Game sound or microphone? Which one? Ah, this reacts to it. The vision reacts to it. Okay, I see. I'll turn sound up for myself. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, it's glowing. I see. We're close to one. And we're further away. Okay, it's over there then, isn't it? Wait, it was just glowing. There we go. Ouch. Okay, we got more over there. Hey David, what's up, man? Oh no, I'm saving the promo gems for another banner right now. I don't want anything from this banner right now, man. I mean, you didn't die yet. There you go. Look, okay. To be honest, I pulled a fee because I was curious what I would get, but I don't want anything from this banner. Basically, I just got Beidou. I'm not gonna use her or anything. But yeah, but I will be pulling from the main standard banner whenever I get fates. I always pull whenever I get fate. Because you can't spend it on anything else anyway. Like this is the banner, so. Okay, where's the glow? That glow is very inconvenient though. It's in front of us. Anything tips for Kaching? I personally have never played Kaching, but I know a few things. You might be very interested in joining the Kaching mains Discord. But basically what you want to do is you have two options. You can go physical. You can go electro. Electro is the superior option, I would say. And basically, I'll tell you what to build on her. 1 second, let me see my notes. But basically, you want to go Electro on her, and you probably want Thunder Fury. I mean, it's better to start saving now than never save again. You know, you keep spending rather. So it's better if you still just save, I suppose, at this time at this stage. It's okay. I mean, you've used a few, but what can you do? Don't feel bad about it. That's what I'm saying. AR-26. Yeah, I mean, by all means, Kaching is the third best DPS in the game. The only reason why she's third, because her kit is very nice, her charge attacks are very nice, her, you know, E and Q are very nice. The only problem is that she's Electro. That's why she's behind Diluc and Klee. Other than that, she's actually very, very decent. She's really good. You should definitely play as her. We missed the mark here. Okay, hold on. Let me whip out my notes about Kaching. Let's see. Okay. So you obviously want electro damage in the goblet. As usual, you want crit rate, crit damage. She does get crit damage herself from Ascension. You're still early though, you don't have to prioritize those just yet. This is more of a late game build. Right now, just trying to focus on whichever artifact you can get with good enough main stats. And if you can, set bonuses, not so urgent. Just get attack. Don't worry too much about crit rate and crit damage just yet, because it's going to be... Here we go. It's not going to be enough. You need some crit rate and some attack at least, you know, before you can deal good amounts of crit damage. So if you're AR-26, just focus on doing the quests and leveling up, really. Level her up, give her a nice sword. There are a couple of swords that you can get for her that are really nice. No, of course, man. I'll hold on. I'll send you something also that might help you further. Explode on me. A multitasking healer shows don't attack. Okay, let me kill these and I'll help you in a jiffy. Hold on. I should really level up my Diluc.
元気出してよ。
We got lots of meteorites. Oh, nice. There's an area here. The glowing right here. Okay, I'm not enjoying this. It's just going around and picking up stuff. It's not that amazing. I mean, there's the prelude to the event, I get it, but it's a bit bothersome. It's a bit of a chore, really. We're just picking up litter. That's literally what we're doing. There we go. Like I don't think this game's getting less and less creative. You guys notice that? It's just getting less and less creative. It's gonna end up like those MMO quests, you know, where oh, we're gonna die. We died. I also love how we can't swim. Just because. Okay, there's one there. Okay. Guys, it's confirmed. Water is more powerful than Abyss. Water's the end game. After Abyss and after Dragon Spine boss fights that have been rumored, if you get those kind of things, the end game's going to be like, and after we beat our sibling, or you know, save or whatever it will be water. We just have to swim. That's the end game. You just have to swim as far as I can. How to counter water? Ice. K as OP. You see. Use cryo. Oh no, I don't want a pin. Have you guys noticed I don't use pins? I'm a terrible player. Like, screw that. Mona? No, use Ayaka once she's out. If she retains her sprint. She's even better. Because Mona, if you run out of stamina midway, you still die. It doesn't matter. With Ayaka, once you get out, once you're about to run out of stamina, it freezes, so you just get on top of that. You can just swim infinitely with Ayaka. Uh, 45 and above. I wouldn't even touch artifacts before 45, to be honest. You can try it a couple times once you hit 40, because you have a chance, you have a shot at 5-star. But anything before that, you don't even have a shot at 5 stars. I mean, you can get a couple purples when you're like 35 or so. You could give it the shot, just for fun, just to see what you end up getting. And you could use a couple pieces for the set bonus if you really, really want. But ideally speaking, optimally speaking, 45. Yeah, it is very off. I know, man. Tell me about it. Okay, so we're gonna seek more people. Yep, 19 now to go. That's what I'm saying. Do the daily commissions, do the main quests, the story quests, the other quests, any quests really you can get your hands on. Really helps. Those are your main sources, basically. Lem, what kind of characters have you got? If you just want to play for fun and, at the end of the day, once a certain amount of time passes, every character will be able to do pretty much any content. Because it all depends on, your weapon, your artifacts, etc. I mean, obviously, some other characters are easier to do stuff with. And they can do more with less. That's the idea. It's a resource management game. But if you're playing, as I said, for the aesthetics and for the fun, you want to take your time anyway, Nothing wrong with that. But if you're playing for efficiency, if you just want to beat the content as soon as possible because I don't know you're sick like the rest of us, then you might want to prioritize other characters if you have them. MC's good, but she's not the best, or he's not the best in terms of DPS mainly. If you're free to play, then you need to pick your main DPSs carefully. Unless, again, as I said, you don't care, then you don't care, and it's all right. If you guys actually post, oh, I forgot to reply to the person from yesterday DM. I will do that in a jiffy. But if you guys actually post, either PM me on Discord or post in the chat right now, all the characters you've got, and tell me which ones you've already invested into, because I wouldn't want to waste investment. If you already invested into a character, and if you just got something new, it might not necessarily be a better idea to invest from scratch into the new character, even though the new character might be marginally better. I can make teams for you guys, if you'd like. Just from an optimization standpoint, it doesn't have to be. Again, if you enjoy the aesthetics, by all means, use whichever character you like. Like, people do this for money, I've noticed, which is weird to me. It's just helping, I mean, I understand when, perhaps, once you reach a stage where you have tens of thousands of people in stream and everyone's asking, you have to filter somehow, but it feels a bit odd to me. It's just like easy team comp help. Where are you, Meteorite? Yeah, of course I can make a team. Sharpshooter's Oath? I mean, can be good, right? Look at my Fischl bow, man. Oh my god, so bad. Slingshot, yeah. Where's Sharpshooter's Oath? Yeah, I mean, you want to go weak spot Ember, right? Wait. Messenger's base attack is 40 and gives you crit damage. Sharpshooter also gives you crit damage, but it's 39. It gives you more crit damage though. And it gives 24%. This just deals 100% attack damage as crit every 10 seconds. Yeah, Sharpshooter's definitely better. But yeah, guys, post all the characters. I'll make teams for you. Oh my god, there's so many of these. By the way, guys, do let me know if my voice at any given time stutters, is unclear, or is robotic. It's because I'm using software for like noise cancellation and other stuff. Because the microphone I'm using is crap, so I'll just turn it off. It doesn't sound that bad. It's just for background noise, basically, which I don't really have much right now. Two G or 2 Pyro can be good, especially if you're talking Ningguang. Noelle can be main DPS also. I mean, her damage is a bit underwhelming, and you need a battery team to make Noelle viable, because she can't generate her own elemental particles, unfortunately. With her E, I mean, her E doesn't generate elemental particles. And energy generation is really important in this game. But yeah, you will get the attack bonuses from both Pyro and Geo, which is nice. I would say don't dwell too deep into elemental resonances, the team bonuses. More importantly than the team bonuses is, I mean, the reason why you would want to run multiple of the same element is more so for energy generation. Other than, you know, if not for the energy generation, you obviously get the bonuses, but it's more for the energy generation. That is more important than the resonance bonuses. That's for sure. So when you run 2 pyros, for instance, your main, for instance, I'm doing that right now, right? Bennett. And look, the way energy generation works is you get 75% of the total energy that you otherwise would get if the character's off field. So if I pick an elemental particle right now, right? And if it's a clear particle, which is like white, which most enemies drop when they're at 50% HP, as well as when they die, okay? And when you pick those up, Diluc will get 100% of it, which will be 3 times worse than picking up a pyro particle, right? Specifically. So clear particle, not 3 times, sorry, I think it's half. I'll have to check the numbers now real quick. And if it's a pyro particle, then of course Diluc will benefit much more from it. It will get more energy. And at the same time, Bennett will also get that. And Venti will also get that. Barbara will also get that. But since Venti and Barbara are Hydra and Emo, they won't get as much energy from Pyro. They'll get only 1/3. And they'll get 75% of 1/3 because they're off the field. If that makes sense. Whereas Bennett will get more than Venti and Barbara, even though he's off the field. He'll only get 75% less, because he's still the same element. That's why running same element characters is important. Much more for the energy purposes than the resonance bonuses. These are very important parts of the game. Like, energy generation is very important. Oh my god, there's so much about the game. If you're playing for fun, it's a fun game and you can beat content eventually because you'll be high enough level with good enough artifacts, right? We're not at that stage yet. You have to optimize to beat floor 12 right now. But yeah, frame perfect, animation cancels are a thing, hit lag is a thing, energy generation is a thing, really lots of things are a thing. Basically, when it comes to optimization, it gets very deep. Crescent Pike is the best weapon for Xiangling, if you're going to run a Xiangling main DPS. If she's going to be support, then no. Then you probably want Favonius or some other lenses. But if you're going to run Xiangling as main DPS, physical, then Crescent Pike is by far the best weapon. You have level 50 Chi-Chi. Okay, let me answer David first. It has a shorter question. I'll get back to your characters real quick. Yeah, they do some animation cancelling, well, not fixes, I suppose, but... Which ones are you talking about, though, Bemi? Weekly bosses great for artifacts. Weekly bosses drop gladiators, which are very good for many characters because they give normal and charge attack damage and 18% attack, especially when you're free to play and when you're actually using your normal attacks. Because here's a tip, guys. The game's not supposed to be played like this, okay? The game's supposed to be played like this. E, Q, assume that I use my Q. I just don't want to end the cooldown. You just keep swapping between characters all the time. And then, when you have the off time, you fall back onto your one main DPS. Still, you will have main DPS. But it's going to be a marginal main DPS if you know what I mean. Because you will build... The game's meant to have you build all... there we go. I wasted my ultimate. The game wants you to build all of your characters, so you can just keep spamming all of their E's and Q's off cooldown. Right? That's the optimal way to play the game. But it's the most expensive way to play the game, and it will take you the longest amount of time. So, as a free-to-play player, or as a player who's on a relatively tighter budget, than let's say a couple of thousand, you won't be able to do that anytime soon. That's why we're focusing on main DPS. That's why everyone's yelling main DPS, you know? Focus on your main DPS. Some people just yell it around without knowing what it means. As in, they think the game's meant to be played that way. No, the game's meant to be played like you swapping characters all the time, using all the E's and Q's off cooldown wherever it makes sense, having a good team composition, you know, using elemental reactions to its maximum. But how long did it take me to get to AR-40? I've been playing very slowly because I've been focusing more on the number crunching and theory crafting side of the game. Because I was going to make content, and it took me 20 days after launch before I started making content, which I was very late to, which is why my channel's probably the way it is right now. Relatively less popular. Much, much less popular than some others. But yeah, it took me... I've been playing ever since release, but this is my third account. So I was actually maining another account first, then I swapped from that account when I was 26 or something, and then I played another account till 22, 23, then I made this account. I believe this account was made about a month ago, I would say. But again, it was a very slow pace for me. I took my time. I didn't rush. If I had rushed, I would have reached 50. It's not that difficult. You just need to play all the time. And I suppose the bottom would be the minimum amount of time you would need to play without resin refreshes would be, I would say, about 3 weeks or more, a month or something. I would say so. Not to 50, obviously, but 40, 3 weeks is reasonable, I think. Especially now that we have more story quests and world quests and whatnot, I think it will be even faster. If you just keep using your resin, doing all the quests, daily commissions, doing some of the extra AR stuff on the side, like that hilly churl that I will never bother with. 18 AR experience, are you kidding me? I mean, it's just that I don't have the time. Like, if you have the time, by all means do it. It's fun. Go to your friends' worlds, do it again, do it 100 times a day if you can, with 10 people's worlds, you know. Then it's going to be actually worth it. It's going to be 1800 AXP, give or take, if you do it that often. But it's just so much effort for so little. That's the problem. But where was I? Yeah, okay. Barbara's charge attack, Lisa's charge, yeah. But those were not really optimal for damage dealing to begin with, anyway. But where was I? Yeah, the characters. Okay, let's see. You have Chi-Chi, level 50, good healer. You have Lisa, AFK, MC, Chongyun, Xiangling, Noel, Barbara, Shinshu. Okay, you can play Chongyun main DPS, but I wouldn't recommend it because he is so underwhelming, after all. He is the worst main DPS. He's a main DPS, don't get me wrong. When I'm saying he's the worst main DPS, what I mean is among the more dedicated main damage characters that are meant to be main damage, you know? He is one of the worst of those. It's not that he's the worst among all characters for dealing damage, no. He is the best cryo main DPS. So if you want to have a cryo main DPS team, then you gotta go Chongyun. But if I were you, judging by what you have right now, Chi-Chi is a good healer. She's a really good healer, so you run her. You run Barbara as your second healer because you don't have anything else. I don't know how much star glitter you have. If you have enough star glitter, or if you're gonna roll and gonna get enough star glitter, by all means, please, please, please get Bennett. Bennett's so amazing on so many levels. Bennett's just too good to skip. Just too good to skip. And David, I'll get back to you about your team, man. Don't worry. In a second. Especially about Kuching. But let me answer the easiest stuff first. We'll get more in depth. Yeah, you would want to go, in that case, Xiangling. Xiangling is very decent. Especially earlier on. She will get a bit scuffed as you go into later floors in Abyss. Even though she's Pyro, you know, floor 12 you need Pyro. But her main damage source is basically physical damage for the most part. And she does have hit lag because she is a polearm user and she attacks so fast, so many hits. Let me demonstrate what hit lag is to you guys so you understand a bit better. Hit lag is quite important. It can reduce your damage, your DPS output, significantly. In Xiangling's case, you kind of lose 20 to 25% damage just because of hit lag, unfortunately. But Crescent Pike is so good that she's still a good character, you know, like you can still, I mean, if you have a better DPS, by all means, use that, but if you have a team like yours, use Xiangling, by all means. She will carry you. She will definitely carry you. And definitely run her with Crescent Pike. Okay, if I can find a shielded character or a character who's large in general, you know, just bulky, I'll show you what hit lag means. Because hit lag can be the difference between, you know, hit and miss in certain abyss floors. Because time, you know. Some of them are DPS checks, obviously, especially last floor. Let me see if I can find a shielded enemy. You can't buy Bennett. You just need Star Glitter. You don't have the Star Glitter. But what do you mean you can't buy Bennett? Hmm. Ooh, unless you're very lucky with like 5-star rolls, and that is if you want to roll this banner or the next banner. Hmm. No. Don't use Noelle as a healer, guys. Noelle's meant to be main DPS. I mean, if you have nothing else, then yeah, you have to, but he has Chi-Chi. He has Barbara. He has Xingqiu. Xingqiu's so good. Xingqiu's the best support, maybe by far, in the game. And he's 4-star, and all he needs is Sacrificial Sword. Do you have Sacrificial Sword? How do you recommend to build support Bennett? Don't take mine as an example, but artifact-wise, you will need Maiden Beloved, either 4-piece set, or you can go Noblesse Oblige. That's also fine. But Maiden Beloved is better for healing. And it would be nice if you had Sacrificial Sword or something with high base attack. I'm using it for energy recharge right now, and that he can reset his E, so I can get more energy for his Q. But Sacrificial Sword, you better use it on Xingqiu. You will want something with as high as possible. Like, for instance, Prototype Rancor, if you have nothing else, you can just craft it and give it to him. Because his attack buff scales with his base attack, which is only his levels and his weapon, nothing else. And his heal scales with HP, so you want to stack HP artifacts on him. You don't even need to upgrade the artifacts on him, really. He heals so much, he's such a good healer. You don't even need to upgrade artifacts, up until maybe much later. You could upgrade a tiny bit, the flower maybe, you know. So that's how you build support Bennett. Just stack HP, get a good high attack weapon on him, upgrade that, if necessary. Guys, again, don't focus on your healers. You first focus on your main damage dealer, especially if you're free to play, or especially if you're on a budget. You focus, in my case, for instance, I focus on Diluc, then Razor, because he's my second main DPS. And as you can see, like I'm actually completely under-leveled, you know, look at Razor's talents. I haven't done anything with Razor, you know. I'll do some Abyss, you'll see later on. I have upgraded Diluc, but you first focus on your main DPS. Oh, hey David. Yeah, have fun, man. PM me on Discord so I can tell you more about how to build your Kaching and how to build your team. Make sure to give me your whole team on Discord also. I'll definitely reply back to you, no problem, man. I'd like to help. So that you build your characters properly from the get-go, you know? It's important. And you don't waste any resources. But yeah, you want to focus on your main damage. Let me give you my Discord link. Guys, you can just post your characters there and PM me on Discord if you like. And I'll definitely build a team for you. So yeah, focus on your main damage. See you, David. See you, man. Focus on your main damage. And then just make sure that your healers are healing just enough. You don't have to do much, you know. And then focus on your burst support and other things. But at that point, I don't think you will have all the materials necessary till much later on. So just focus on your main damage. Here's what I mean by hit lag. You ready? Let him attack. You see how my screen freezes for like a brief second? Like it stops for us to feel that like impact, you know, the animation. For it to feel more impactful, the game's done that. That thing actually reduces your DPS. And it's the worst when you're using Shungling, because she attacks so many times. You see how many times like Bennett makes a stop? Shungling is just a worst offender in that case. And that reduces your DPS. Because that freezes the game, as you can see. That freezes the game, but it doesn't stop the timer in Abyss. You see the problem? And in patch 1.0, the previous patch, it used to even stop your cooldown. So your cooldowns would be coming back on, like your abilities would be coming back on much later, because that would also freeze your cooldown. They seem to have fixed that though. We can't replicate it anymore. So right now your only issue is that you are getting hit lag just on your like attacks, and it doesn't influence your cooldowns anymore. Hopefully that's the case right now. I have to test. But it still, regardless, reduces your DPS. Just because of that reason. Time keeps running, and your game keeps freezing. For a brief second, but it adds up. It adds up. That's why Shungling compared to others is not that great, but if she's all you have in terms of DPS, then by all means. Here, I'll run you a tier list. So tier list goes this way for damage dealers. Dealer Klee, top. They're top notch. They're the best. Because they're Pyro. There's nothing we can do about it. Then Keqing. And those are kind of like in similar segment. The only reason why Keqing's not higher up, like higher than Diluc or Klee maybe, or same level, exact same level, is because she's Electro. It's just elemental bias at this point that the game has. Otherwise, Keqing's kit is really, really solid. And then, only then, you have the likes of Child and Razor. They're kind of in a tie. These are all Constellation 0, by the way. I'm assuming you're all Constellation 0. They have Razor and Child. And then the list goes on, basically, at that point. If you have Razor, if you have Child, use them. If you have Diluc or Klee, just use those two. You don't have to worry about anything else. Unfortunately, that's the case. I mean, it's a bit singular in that sense as to which carries are the best, you know. It's circumstantial, obviously, but currently the game favors Pyro so much, and those characters are so good. There's nothing you can do about it, really. If you don't have them, look, you can even use some burst support as main DPS if you don't have anything else, or if you just like them, you know. Like Mona. She doesn't have the best normal attacks. She doesn't have the best charge attack. Her E is okay. But you mainly use her for her Q, right? But if you have nothing else, you can use her as main DPS. You can use anything as main DPS. If you have a Fischl Constellation 6, or even Constellation 1 or Constellation 4, 3, all of those buff her main DPS capabilities, if you see here. By all means, if you have a Rust on her, by all means, use her as main DPS. Can be better. So as you can see, like everything depends on your circumstances. But in general, if you have a Diluc or Klee, that's the way to go. If you have a Keqing, that's the way to go. If you have nothing else but you have a Razor, Razor's the best 4-star damage dealer. Hands down. I don't enjoy playing so much Razor because he's a bit boring for me. Because I'm running physical Razor right now. You can run Electro Razor, it's just a bit more expensive perhaps. But it's so easy to run physical Razor with Superconduct team. And then, you know, just cryo application on the enemy. Then Razor E, Superconduct. Then you just keep dealing normal attack damages, you know. That's the way you play her. And I find it a bit boring. But apart from that, one sec. Yeah, apart from that, Bennett is the best 4-star by far, I think, in my opinion, along with Xingqiu. Like overall, they're so solid. Bennett's such a great healer. Xingqiu is just so good for vaporized team comps. By vaporize, I don't mean Hydra main damage, guys, because running a melt composition in this game is so difficult, like consistently, right? What I mean by that, okay, if you have Xingqiu, when he uses Q or his E, His E or Q application always comes before Diluc can do Pyro or Klee can do Pyro, because Klee's projectile travel time, right, is slower than Xingqiu's Q projectile travel time. That means every normal attack that you do with your Klee will be a guaranteed vaporize. How awesome is that? So even though Melt, you know, allows you to deal 2 times the damage as Pyro, you opt for Vaporize because it's more consistent. I mean, would you rather do 5 times 1.5? Or would you rather do 2 times 2? If you know what I mean, right? It's obvious, obviously. You can do it so consistently and so frequently, Vaporize just becomes better. Just because of the circumstances, just because of how animations play out and how the projectile speeds are and how character abilities are. Otherwise, obviously, in a vacuum, Melt is much better for Pyro. It's 2 times damage compared to 1.5. But that's just... There's so many nuances in the game like that, and these are the more basic stuff. Oh, you got Crimson Witch. What kind of main stats have you got on though? For the life of me, I can't get a good Crimson Witch for my Diluc. I keep rolling HP and defense, man. It just doesn't happen. I'm scuffed. But you got Shroud aim right there, guys. Oh wait, sorry, I misread your message. What's best artifact? Well, I just said Crimson Witch. And congrats, man. Diluc's amazing. Kardeşim selamlar. Hoş geldin. I think he's Turkish, so I'm gonna speak Turkish to him. Yeah, 4 pieces of Crimson Witch, definitely. By far the best set for Diluc. And for your goblets, you want... Okay, let me show you. For your goblet, I don't have these right now, but my sets... Don't pay attention to my sets right now, they're awful. But for your goblet, you want Pyro damage with Crimson Witch. For your circlet, you want either crit rate or crit damage. Crit rate preferable, but if you have crit damage, especially if you have crit rates from your substats from your other artifacts. So get whichever one you're lacking, you know. If you have lots of crit damage from your substats from your other artifacts, get crit rate. If you have lots of crit rate already from your substats, get crit damage. Ideally, you want to aim initially for 50% crit rate and about as close as you can get to 100% crit damage. But eventually, you want 70-75% crit rate and 100 to 140 crit damage, ideally speaking. And you want as much pyro damage as you possibly can with Diluc, because your pyro uptime is basically 100%, you know, practically. So, again, pyro damage goblet, all Crimson Witch, all 4 pieces. Pyro damage goblet, crit damage or crit rate circlet, and attack hourglass, obviously, because there's nothing else that you can run with your hourglass, basically. Timepiece. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And look for nice substats on all of your artifacts, basically, which are attack percentage, crit rate, and crit damage. That's how you build Diluc. It's fairly straightforward, but it's so tough to get because Crimson Witch is a bitch, basically, to get with the right stats. But again, please don't farm artifacts before 45 AR. It's just a waste. Prototype Aminus. This is the best craftable weapon for him. And this is by far the best craftable weapon, period, I would say. Claymore users are so favored in that sense. Crescent Pike is also very good, obviously, but the best item, best in slot for him is Wolf's Gravestone, obviously. If you can get Wolf's Gravestone, get it. It's a 5-star gacha item. It's not easy. And it's no longer on the banner. It used to be the previous banner. But other than that, it's Prototype Aminus. Because this one is 44 base attack. Like the classes of weapons, you know, in terms of how the base attack scale. You want as much base attack as possible. The passive is nice. Don't make the same mistake that I did I made, which is refining this rather than giving another one to my Razor. Because I'm rocking Debate Club on him right now, which is much worse than Prototype Amonis. If anything, Debate Club's best on Dilek. If you have to use Debate Club, he benefits the most out of it because this is what you do. You do E, then Debate Club trigger. You do E, Debate Club trigger. E, Debate Club trigger, right? And then you keep dealing all that passive all the time. It resets the passive. So you see this? Can only occur every 3 seconds? That's a lie. That can only occur every 3 seconds. But whenever you use another E, which is every instance of Deluxe E, it resets. So you have it up all the time. You'll definitely get Prototype Amonis if you don't have a better 5-star weapon. That's by far the best in slots for Dilek. In terms of like free-to-play goes, you know. Okay. What have I not answered, guys? Let me see. I feel the urge to talk so much. I'm sorry, because I want to cover things properly, you know? Not the way some people tend to dismiss. There's really so much to cover in this game when you want to do things optimally. When you're just playing for fun, doesn't matter. No, you have to use them on Dilek. You have to have the weapon on Dilek, obviously. Hey, no English! Welcome, man. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so I believe David's gone already. So Lamb Sauce, let's build your team, shall we, man? Finally. We got our first Primogem reward from the event, guys. Okay, so you had 50 Chi-Chi. That's your main healer, right? Along with Barbara. And Xingqiu. Xingqiu is also a semi-healer. I mean, he doesn't heal much, but he does give you damage reduction. He also gives you, obviously, some healing whenever the swords get destroyed, right? The Hydra swords around you. Now, you definitely want to run Xingqiu, especially because he's just so good. You can use him in a cryo composition because you have Chi-Chi on the same team. You could put them on the same team as Barbara, get the elemental resonance or more healing. You know, Barbara can be a bit scuffed, especially in levels where you just constantly get frozen. You know, that's the downside of Barbara. She just keeps freezing you. Okay, let me see the event real quick also. Okay, sorry about that. For the event stuff, is it worth going the crown thing? Definitely, because it's a talent. It's a talent material. It's a precious talent level up material. We'll see more about this as we progress through the event, but from what I can tell initially, it will be worth it. Because this might as well be the best means of farming this item for your talent level ups later on. You need it for high talent levels. And if it becomes a weekly random boss drop, like the prototypes, then oh boy, is it valuable right now. It will be so valuable. Definitely. I don't want to do that one first. Do I have to know? No, let's see. Okay, let's do that one first. Why not? Okay, getting back to Lemsource's team. Again, Chi-Chi's one of the main healers, and then you have Barbara as the secondary healer, as it seems right now. And then for your main DPSs, which is the most important thing. Let me see. Yeah, Xiangling. You can run Xiangling. Your leads are so high level. You could run Chongyun because you already leveled them up, but 40 is nothing to fret about. I mean, 40 is rather easy to reach. It's cheap. So you can easily change your main DPSs right now. It's not that bad. And you could actually run... You could run... Okay, Xianglin's one main DPS, that's for sure. And then you could either run MC, the main character, or you could run Noel. But what is the... I wonder, what is the constellation of Chongyun? If you can tell me what constellation level you have for Chongyun, basically. With regard to Diluc, early on you want to upgrade your normal attack a bit. And then later on, by later on I mean once you're like level 40, 50-ish, you want to completely go on his E. You want to level up his E no matter what. His E is really good. Late game, you will want more of his ultimate also. As you can see, I have all 6. Because I'm normal attacking with him quite often right now. Because I'm completely free to play and he's the most damage dealing character I have right now. You don't necessarily need to get his normal to 6. It will help because he's your main DPS. He will be on the field. He will do normal attacks, so definitely consider it. But his priority is E. And you should still get this up to 3 or 4 at least. If you're having no material problems, get everything to 6, man. It looks just so good. But if you're having material issues across the line, you know, then you can leave normal at 3 or 4. Not ideally, but you could. And then you should get E to 6. And then eventually you should also get his ultimate to 6, because his ultimate will deal insane amounts of damage later on. Okay, C1 Chongyun. Let me see. Hey Satsuki. C is for constellation. These are the constellations. Okay, let's see for Chongyun. So with Chongyun, you obviously want to get either Prototype Aminus or Debate Club. And if you're pay to win, yeah, pay to win, I suppose, whale. You can of course get Serpent Spine or even Wolf's Gravestone. Those are great. But by far the best is Prototype Aminus. Again, for Claymore, it's always Prototype Aminus. It's just the way it is. And as for artifacts for Chongyun, you can do a 4-piece Gladiator. That would work well. You could do 2 Gladiators and 2 Berserker between AR 35 and 45 before you start farming artifacts, you know. If you're much earlier in your journey, which you are right now, you can start running 4-piece Berserker right now, the better piece Berserkers you got, right? But eventually you want to do 4-piece Gladiators, ideally, because there is no cryo damage set in the game yet. We are getting cryo damage sets, as far as I'm concerned. Again, this is not certain, but there have been some pictures and whatnot. I'm not going to talk about leaks or anything, but all I'm saying is it is highly plausible at this stage that we're going to get those cryo damage bonus sets and freeze related sets in patch 1.2 with Dragon Spine. That's how it seems like. Let's just wait and see how it ends up playing. But right now, since there's no cryo damage artifact, you just want to go 4-piece Gladiators. That's probably the best bet, and more also easier for you to get also, because you just get it from the bosses, the weekly bosses. I mean, it's not that easy, I suppose. You can't farm it as efficiently. And if you're playing Chongyun as support, I mean, in your case, you could go Chongyun main DPS, because You can go one Chongyun, one Xiangling, right? Again, you could run main character as DPS. Sasuke, 1 second. I'll show you, man. I'll show you. These are my characters, as you can see. And my build right now sucks. Don't copy my build. My build's right now really bad. I'm just making do with what I have right now. I'm being as frugal as possible. Raises my second main DPS, you know. The highest crit damage I ever hit, I think we have an achievement for it, don't we? Okay guys, I really got to help out Lemsource first. Let me show the achievement real quick, then got to help him out. Let me see. There was an achievement. I don't want to lie, so I'm just looking for it. Let me see. I think it was here, no? I can't find it, but I think I hit 25k. But that was much earlier AR. Like Diluc was like level 50, level 60 something. And it was a vaporized Diluc ultimate. So yeah, it can happen. Okay, so back to Lem. Let's see. So, Lem, what do you think, man? Do you think you'd rather have Chongyun or main character? I mean, Xiangling we're gonna do anyway. Xiangling, Crescent Pike. And you want either Gladiators or any physical damage boost, you know. You just go full physical with Xiangling. You can get some pyro damage on your goblet if you like. Especially if you have the Constellation, but I don't think you have the Constellation. Doesn't matter though. Because Gooba, although wonky, still does damage, and her ultimate is still good. You know, but her main damage is going to be physical for the most part, because Crescent Point just deals so much damage. And as we're saying, you need to go either Chongyun or main character. Main character's not here. Interesting. That's very odd. See you, man. See you, Satsuki. Take care. Thanks for tuning in. If you're using Xiangling's support, then yeah, you could put Elemental Mastery, but it depends on who triggers the reaction. So he's eating ice cream. So if Xiangling's triggering the elemental reaction, then yes. And for the most part, I believe she would trigger the reaction, right? Because of the way, I mean, if you do overload comp. You were asking about Fischl earlier also. Yes, Fischl is really good. Fischl is one of the best 4-star characters also as support. Because she just doesn't need to be on the field. You just press E, you place down Oz, and then you can do whatever you want. You don't have to worry about her till the next E or Q to refresh the E, you know. And you usually run her for overload comps or electrocharged or whatever have you. Electrocharge is still a bit... they fixed the bug with Electrocharge in patch 1.1, but it's still a bit... It's 2 ticks, so DPS-wise it's not the best, because it's 2 ticks of 2.4 ratio-wise, whereas Overload just deals the most amount of damage. Followed by Freeze, followed by Electrocharge, obviously, and followed by Swirl, and then the least amount of damage is Superconduct, in terms of just the reaction damage itself. That is a decent team, because with Barbara's E, you can get consistent Vaporize on Diluc's E and Q, but be careful, you'll freeze yourself. So whenever you're facing cryo enemies, be very careful using Barbara. If you possibly can, avoid it. And Fischl, you can do lots of Overload with Diluc. Then again, I don't personally prefer it because Overload knocks people back so much. So as a melee character, it's harder to reach them. Then you have to maybe dash, you have to move, you know, you waste some time. But Overload damage is good. You can trigger it a lot with Fischl's E. Her first, Oz's first attack, 4th attack, and 7th attack, specifically, will apply Electro Aura onto the target, which means you can trigger Overload in those intervals. And that's pretty good. So yeah, definitely Fischl Diluc is a nice thing. coupled with Barbara. And Xiangling's there to support Diluc. And since Xiangling also doesn't have to be on the field, you know, you can just put down Guba, hit E, press on a Q, switch back to Diluc, and then you're just generating lots of pyro energy all of a sudden for Diluc. That's why she's good. If you have Constellation 1 on Xiangling, that's very good. Reduces pyro resistance of enemies by 15%. That usually means 12.5% net damage against most enemies. I mean, if you have better characters, you can just avoid using an emo character altogether, or Geo, a main character altogether, you know. Oh my god, they're dealing lots of damage. What's happening here? Okay. You see Ben is healing? I don't have anything on him. Look, 15k, 1500 ticks. It's insane. He just heals you to full. In the blink of an eye. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so if you want to do Chongyun, okay, let me get it done with Chongyun for you then. Noel's also an option, but I think Chongyun might be. I mean, Noel can be good. Don't get me wrong, but if you want Chongyun, then let's do Chongyun. Xiangling, as I said, Crescent Pike, Gladiators is decent. Any kind of physical set is decent. And for Chongyun, you want again 4-piece Gladiators. So it's nice in the sense that you're gonna have a set built for Chongyun or Xiangling that you can use for either. You know, so you can definitely build towards that. And Gladiators always ends up in a good spot. Like you can use Gladiators for any character. It might not be the most optimal for most characters, but it is still so decent. It gives you a decent damage boost. You can still use it on any character, so it's never wasted when you upgrade your Gladiators, especially good stat ones, you know, good sub-stat ones. And it's not that wasted anyway, because you get 85% of the artifact XP that you spent already otherwise by just destroying that artifact and using it towards another artifact later on anyway. So definitely get 4-piece Gladiator for Xiangling and Chongyun, right? And then what you want to do with Chongyun, apart from the weapon and the artifacts, is obviously the team. The best team you can get for Chongyun, which you have right now, which is pretty good, you're gonna run Chongyun, Xingqiu, Chi-Chi, and if you had Sucrose, you would run Sucrose. That would be very good. You don't have Sucrose. Let me see what else you have again. Okay, you have. Okay, yeah. You have Xingqiu, man. That's great. You can also run him with Chongyun, like you can run Chongyun with Barbara and Kaya. But you have Xingqiu and Chi-Chi. It's so good for you. You can run that. You can do Chongyun, Xingqiu, Noel and Geo MC if you want. That's another alternative. But ideally you do want to do Chongyun, Xingqiu, Chi-Chi, and maybe Anemo MC with Viridescent Venera to boost, you know, your cryo damage. You know Viridescent Venera, right? The set which reduces enemy elemental resistance of the element that it swirls, basically. So that's your main team, for sure. And your Xiangling team can be, your Xiangling team would then be Xiangling, obviously. And you would run Barbara for healer. And then you would have, let me see. I mean, you can put Ember there for the resonance, for the 25% attack bonus, just for that. And with Ember, actually, you can kill most shields. Her Q is really good on shields, especially cryo shields, obviously. Her aim shot, charge attack is really good on shields. So you can just keep him there for the attack buff in Abyss, as well as for the shields, you know, with Xiangling. And Barbara's a healer. And then the fourth character, you could put Kaya for some melt with Xiangling, but it's not going to be consistent at all. It's going to be very weird. But you can still run Kaya. You also get some stamina consumption reduction with Kaya. It could help a bit. And again, you could put the MC here if you think your second team is lacking more than the Chongyun team. You could shift your MC here, but I would advise against it because Chongyun's gonna deal cryo damage all the time, and you're gonna freeze a shit ton with Xingqiu and Chi-Chi and Chongyun in your team, and then you're gonna reduce enemies' cryo resistance, right? With your Anima MC using Viridescent Venera. And once you get Anima Constellation 6 eventually, that further reduces elemental resistance of the enemy. And with the upcoming cryo sets, this team could actually be quite decent. Now, if the rumors are true and we're gonna get boss fights, like Abyss like boss fights, not crowds but boss fights, it might be true that bosses are not frozen, like they don't get frozen. You're not able to freeze them. If that's the case, it will suck a bit for this kind of team. But if that's not the case, freeze is actually the second highest elemental reaction damage. It's three times ratio-wise compared to Superconduct. So you definitely want to run freeze. Chongyun, Xingqiu, Chi-Chi, Anima MC again. Back to second team again. Xiangling, main DPS, physical, gladiator, crescent pike, Barbara, healer. Preferably with the Tales of Thrilling Dragon or something like that. That thing that boosts your attack. So you want to switch to Barbara and then switch immediately after to Xiangling to boost her attack further. Especially if it's refined, it's even better. You can go up to 48% extra attack for your Xiangling, which is huge. And then what else you can put on that team is obviously, as I said, Ember for the bonus. And the last character could be a wild card. If you want to run some Overload, you could do Lisa. I mean, Lisa's not the best. Her Q will basically knock back enemies. Overload will even knock them further back. And you want to stay close to them as Xiangling, so maybe not the best. You could run Kaya, both to deal with the Fatui, which have Electro Shields, and also to deal some melt damage every now and then with your Gooba and your ultimate. So Kaya could be an option there. Or you could run Noelle whenever you need shields. I mean, I wouldn't run Noelle as support, really. That's just my opinion, but she's just not the best support, man. But those are your teams. There you go. You mean you run your Xiangling as your first team, and then Chongyun as your second team? Yeah, by all means, yeah. Interchangeable. So just swap around what I just told you. Prioritize Xiangling first, and then do Chongyun later for floor 5 Abyss and onwards. That's perfectly fine. If anything, Xiangling might be better early on, to be honest. Again, cryo damage is a bit... cryo teams, rather, cryo main DPS is a bit but that's all you have, so... Your other alternative is Noelle. Basically, Xiangling one team DPS and Noelle the other team DPS. I can give you a Noelle team also if you want. No problem, man. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward that way. And the way you would use is... It's very straightforward also for you, for the Chongyun team especially. Chongyun obviously just spam E, Q, normal attacks, and then your normal attacks deal cryo damage. And then you use Xingqiu E and Q whenever they're off cooldown. And you will constantly freeze everyone. Constantly. And Chi-Chi whenever you need, you know, healing. Because you already apply cryo with Chongyun anyway, so. And you will crit a lot also because you will freeze everyone, and you will apply cryo debuff on every enemy. So you're gonna have 15% increased crit rate also, which is nice. Thanks to Chi-Chi. And for the Xiangling team, Xiangling is basically her own thing for the most part. You just switch to Barbara. You use Barbara E, like I'm using right now, whenever there are no enemies to freeze you. There's no cryo enemy around. You try not to use Barbara as much if you're going to get frozen, because it's going to be annoying very fast, very quickly. But she's going to be a healer, so you just switch to her whenever you need healing. Anima MC, you just use Anima's E and Q. Q is going to push enemies a bit far, but what can you do? You want to apply Viridescent Venera. You want to get Viridescent Venera for your Anima character, especially for the Chongyun team. If you're going to run Xiangling team and a Noelle team, Viridescent Venera will not be that amazing, maybe, but it will still be good. So he's still wanted regardless. I mean, you want an emo MC as a support, basically. If you're running Noel team, though, you actually might want an emo Geo in the Noel team, so... And the Xiangling team can make do without Virdes and Vanira. So yeah, in that case, you could run Geo MC in a Noel team with a Petra for support, like damage boost. Petra set on the Geo MC if you're gonna do support Geo MC. That's pretty much it, man. I literally told you everything. It took a long time, but I told you everything. I hope you noted down a couple of things. You can always watch the stream back again, you know, you can rewind, take notes, refer to it as you need. Enemies are dealing good damage right now to me. I've been used to face rolling with Diluc, but he's under-leveled now. Maybe I should actually pay attention rather than talking too much. Okay, let me see. Ozan had asked some questions earlier. Let me answer those also. No question will be left unanswered, guys. Remind me if I forget any of them. That's the purpose here. I'm trying to help people also at the same time. It's educating while entertaining, you know? Okay, at the same time, let's also try to do the event, right? You see how I got frozen there? That's the annoying part. Wait, didn't he drop anything? Oh well. Interesting. Wow, I'm missing so many. Okay, let's see where the one here is. Yeah, this is basically the event first stage, guys. It's rather boring, actually. I'll do it and then I'll immediately move on to Abyss content. Is it on top of there? Aha. We probably want to go there anyway. We can see all the meteorites. Ah, I see. Oh, all right. Stop running. Come back here. Hey, Rema condensed. Slime condensation were those. Didn't give me any. Okay, let me get to Ozan's question in a second. Let's see. You see the hit lag, guys? You see the amount of hit lag I'm getting? Look, game's freezing for a solid second. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You can also jump animation cancel with Diluc. You can do it like that. Oh, we got a chest. Oh, big guy. There we go. Alright, alright. Okay, let's continue with the meters.
元気出してよ。
Come here, meat. Ah. Oh, more meat. Any other chests? Always welcome. Okay, let's see where the meteors might be. Let's see if our thing is glowing. And there's so many enemies here still. Ooh, many rune guards there. Okay, let's see. It is glowing. Where is it? Is it up there? Is it here? Yeah, it's here. Let's go. Ah, we missed it.
元気出してよ。
Oh, That's too many. Jesus, man, rockets. I should stay back a bit. Oh, come on. That was bad. Okay, I'm just gonna brute force these then. If I can. For some reason I can't dodge. Interesting. Okay, let's do some Venti. That was close. What? What? Come on. Ow. What's happening? You're down. We're getting hit way too much. Much more than necessary. There we go, that's the second one. Wait, what happened to the third one? Just walk off? Okay. I'm fine with that. Oh, there's another one there. But first, what have we got here? Aha. There's a second one, and then we get to the final one, and then we'll be fine. Because this one unlocks in 1 day, and then the final one will unlock in 6 days. Ouch. Oh, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. We couldn't move. Okay, game's being weird now, we're getting stuck. Look at this. Nice. It's alright. We'll be fine. Or not. Wow. Dude! Uncool.
言い訳の余地もない。
Oh well. Wait, why couldn't we? Oh my god, his normal damage is so low. Without Diluc, can't do much damage right now. Just the Anima damage. What? Swenty? Come on. We're supposed to target over there. Okay, that one's down. Or not. What? There we go. Where are we even? Okay. Oh, I could just do this. There we go. Okay, the rest of the meteors are only. I think we have 2 more there then. Wait, have we done the other island actually? I think so. Oh, hello there. Alright, okay, let's get to Ozan's questions then. So yeah, Elemental Master I think I answered. Fischl, yes, definitely decent. Anemo Max? I mean, what do you mean by max level though? Are we talking 90? So floor 9 for slimes. She solo them. But Swirl is actually very bad against slimes. So I don't know how you manage that. Oh, what's happened? What is happening there? Okay, one left. You saw some guy with 56% main stat crit damage artifacts. Well, 5-star. That will give you when you keep upgrading it. No, come on! That's so silly. Oh, there's more there, right, actually. That was so silly. Okay, let's do this. Also, what are we missing on the... Sorry guys, I'm like multitasking a lot. But what are we missing on the event side? Okay, let me see. Meters over Kinshi. Over that area. Okay, I see. And then we'll do Spiral Abyss. But first, I probably should upgrade Dilek before we do Abyss. Although I'd like to see how far I can go without any upgrades right now, actually. Oh, go away, man. Ah, you see? You see how fast Venti recharges his energy? It's because I built energy recharge on him. Because I have nothing better, so... Might as well, it's pretty good on him. Yeah, get in, boys. Get him, get in, get in, get in, get in. There you go. Oh, come on, I wanted to attack that one. Yeah, I need these actually. I need sturdy bone shards for my weapon. Purple ones, 9 of them to be exact. Oh boy. How many of these do we already have? Let me see. Wait, where are the materials? What am I doing? No, these are not materials. What am I doing wrong? There we go. Can't even fill them in. Hey David, welcome back, man. Oh, 2-star and 4-star, Berserker set. I mean, you have Electro Cup, that's nice already. Okay, let's talk some about caching then, shall we? So obviously you have to pick the most decent stuff that you've got, right? And you will want some attack early on, especially. Obviously electro damage. Crit chance and crit damage, you don't have to specifically look for them right now. If you have them, by all means, if you can get above 35, 40 crit chance, by all means, do it. If you can't altogether, then having 15% crit is not going to help you much. Rather put attack for the time being, because these are not going to be your end-all be-all artifacts at this point anyway. So if your attack is around like 700, 800, like it's way below 1,000, let's say, it means that, you know, you should just build some attack right now. Anything interesting? Oh, we're just farming the meteorite, basically. And I talked a bit about Lem's team. We're gonna do Abyss soon, as soon as I finish this meteorite event. So I was trying to see. Let me see how many of the. Where are they actually? Huh. Do I not have any of them? That would suck. Am I blind? I'm blind. Okay, here we go. Ooh, we have so little. 14 of these would mean essentially 4 of these, plus like 2 left over here. That's 6. There's only 2 purple. That won't do. I need 9 purple. I have to farm these. Shit. I hate that. Villager is not a problem, we have that. This, we have enough. I have the lower levels I can craft, but... so my bottleneck is Geo... What was it called again? Yeah, that's very oof, man. My bottleneck right now is Geo Vishap Hashling. Wow. And I hate those people. People? Monsters, I suppose. Okay, let's get the final meteorite in this region. And go to the next region, then be done with it. Because it's getting rather boring. I would say. I want to do some Abyss. What about our resin situation? It's still fine, it's still not capped. We can spend it all at once. Oh, we won't be able to swim there, are we? Let's do it the easy way, right? Okay, as we're catching, I'll go in and out while playing for you. So, oh, there are more. Okay, there are more. Shh. I mean, I want to farm these resources as much as I can, so... No, that's not going anywhere. Let's see. So you do want your feather upgraded early on? Because you said you're 26 AR, right? Find a good feather, upgrade it, especially with good substats if you can. Oh, it's not going anywhere either. Shh. Okay, let me see how I'm gonna climb there. From here, alright. You want to upgrade your feather ASAP because you're low level. And feather gives you flat attack. Now, flat attack is not base attack, guys. Please don't mistake that. I mean, it's pretty elementary at this point, but there might be newer players or there might be people who haven't paid much attention. Come on. Paid much attention to stats and etc. in the game so far. Jesus. But your flat attack bonuses are not your base attack. Base attack's only from weapon and characters, okay? Character levels. But still, you want to upgrade your feather first, or your kitchen, or any of your main DPS really. Because it gives you flat attack, which is very valuable earlier on. Because right now, if you can see... Hold on 1 second, phone, guys. Alright, I'm back. So let's see now. What was I saying? Okay, yeah. Feather. Guys, feather's important early on. Sorry. Feather's very important early on. Because, you see, right now I'm getting from this plus 16, 232 attack. Which is not that much considering, you know, my total attack right now with Dilek. Which is also not that much, by the way, because my artifacts are real crap. But, just for the sake of argument, listen for a second. You want that flat attack as early as possible, because early on, when you have, say, 500 attack, that's basically a 50% bonus. So even if you were to have somehow a gold artifact max to the full attack, like 50%, it will basically be the same as a 230 flat attack feather. You know what I'm saying? So just upgrade your feather first, get that flat attack bonus, and then once you have that... Oh, hold on. What's happening? That was a lot of damage right there. that was way too much damage. Not that one, this one. Let me focus on this fight for a second. I was just dying. Whoa. They are not joking. Alright. Okay, let's kill you first. Maybe the Pyro second? Because it's easier. Yeah, they're strong because I increased my world level, but I haven't upgraded my characters yet. Oops. Dilek's still doing work. I mean, it's Dilek, but still. No, don't fall. There you go. Where are you? Come here. Ah, bubbles. There we go. Let's say. Dude, stop flying. There we go. I hope the chest is good, you know. But as I was saying, yeah, upgrade the feather first, and in your case, Kaching. Okay, we were talking. Sorry, man. So much distraction, you know. Distraction. Oh, okay. We got a sword. I'm alright with that. And early on, just focus on attack. If you can get, as I said, above like 30-35% crit rate, especially like some couple berserkers maybe, by all means, you can get this circlet as crit rate. But you're going to replace most of your artifacts right now anyway, so just go for nice sub-stats, nice main stats mainly, basically. You want attack early on. And set's not that important early on, to be honest. You can go berserker, you can go martial artist, you can go... anything you can get your hands on, because you shouldn't do artifact domains right now at your level. But later on is a different story. So that's the case for early mid game. I'm gonna tell you what to aspire towards. Okay. So I'm assuming you're free to play, or are you not? Because it really depends on that. You would have a couple options as free to play. Your options are Prototype Rancor, if you go physical kitching, the craftable. You have Iron Sting, and you have Blackcliff Sword, which are also both 4 stars. But the Prototype Rancor, you can just craft it, you know. And if you're going physical, superconduct build. And that's the way to play Keqing in an unfun and uninteractive way, I would say. Electro Keqing is just much more fun and will be more powerful also, depending on situation. You got Lion's Roar. Well, in that case, the thing you should go for is that, basically. Lion's Roar. Because the order goes like this. Best in slot is Aquila Favonia. Because it gives you so much damage, physical damage. You got physical steel per. If you're going physical superconduct, then Lion's Roar is just above Prototype Rancor in terms of ranking, right? So you should definitely go for that. If you're going Electro, then Lion's Roar again is a similar situation, but it's in 4th place basically. Your best in slot will be Aquila Favonia for Electro, and second would be Black Sword, then third would be Lion's Roar. So it's third best weapon for you, Lion's Roar for Electro. And even for physical superconduct, it's still like 4th best in slot. It's still above Prototype Rancor. So if you got Lion's Roar, that's your sword. That's it. Don't just say goodbye to Prototype. You could use it on another character. Maybe I can't actually think of any other character to use it on, to be honest, apart from maybe Bennett for the base attack. That's it. Not a physical damage bonus, obviously. But yeah, it's pretty much Lion's Roar for you. Now, as for the arguments between, the argument for and against Electro and for and against superconduct physical build, it will probably take a bit longer for me to explain to you which one is better in which kind of situation, but I'll try my best to summarize it a bit. So what you do with the Electro Keqing build is that you obviously maximize your Electro damage, and your E converts your attacks to Electro. It lasts for 5 seconds, right? Okay, let me go to Keqing. I can't remember every cooldown in detail, because I'm not a Keqing player. Xingqiu, you want Sacrificial Sword if you have it. That's what you want on Xingqiu. You don't need damage on Xingqiu. Okay, let's see. Yeah, 7.5, and duration is... I remember it as being 5. I think it's 5. Gives you Electro. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this thing lasts for 5 seconds basically. Sacrificial Sword would have basically doubled the utility of Xingqiu. It's okay, he's still a very, very good character without it even. It just carries him to another level if you have Sacrificial Sword, right? But anyway, back to Keqing. The Electro build, you play at a very high pace. There's high attack speed, high mobility, like you moving around. You have 3-second invulnerability frames with a Q on a 12-second cooldown. She just jumps left and right. She's like a kitty, Electro Kitty, jumping left and right like Flash. And it looks very good and it's very fun. And you can maintain your Electro debuffs on enemies about 90% of the time. The uptime is going to be very, very high. Now, as for the disadvantages, she's Electro. Electro is a bit scuffed in this game, unfortunately. So whenever you're facing any of the Electro slimes, the Electro Hypostasis, the Stasis, the box, cube, you won't be able to damage those. That's just the way it is. And another thing is, Electro reactions do not crit. And Electro reactions only scale off of Elemental Mastery and level. So Electro reactions usually are weaker than Pyro and Hydro reactions, which are amplifications, which are Vaporize and Melt, right? Electro Charge, as I said, it has its problem. And Superconduct, you want it for physical damage boost, like defense reduction, not for damage. So you don't want Superconduct for the damage itself because it's the lowest damage by far in any kind of reaction, right? And Overload can be good, but again, it pushes everyone, it knocks back enemies, meaning it will be tough to... Oh, sorry. Meaning it will be tougher to catch them up. And also, whenever you're facing Pyro Slimes, you also can't deal damage, because you deal electro damage, that will register, but your elemental reaction, your Overload deals Pyro damage. So that won't damage the Pyro Slimes, right? That's a problem. And you don't really have a 5-star weapon that fits very well with Electro Kaching. Electro Kaching is more fun. She has high mobility. Feels very great. But you'd probably go physical in this case, even though I would suggest Electro. Electro is just... It's just more fun. It's just better, man. And if you're gonna go physical though, you want to run Superconduct, obviously, and you still want to run your Lion's Roar. And you're just gonna maximize your physical damage. It's actually as simple as that. And as for artifacts, you have a couple of options. You can go Bloodstained Chivalry 4 sets for the charged attack damage, because Kaching is one of those rare characters like Klee where you can use the charge attack because it's good. But Bloodstained Chivalry, because charge attack you're going to use when you're physical Kaching, not when you're Electro, right? And if you go physical, you can go Bloodstained Chivalry. You can go Gladiator's Finale. Gladiator's always good. It's just a bit like it's not the most optimal, but it always performs like 85-90% compared to your most optimal build, usually. Because it's just such a nice boost of damage. You could do 2 Gladiators and then 2 Thundering Fury. You could do Martial Artist earlier on. You could do Sojourners or Bravery earlier on to replace like Gladiator, like before you get Gladiator, because they also give like 18% attack. You could do 2 sets Noblesse Oblige, 2 set Thundering Fury. This is for the Electro Kaching now. Or you can do 4 set Thundering Fury. So I would actually use... you can also do 4 set Thunder Soother, by the way. So the most I would recommend for you to use, I'm just thinking on top of my head, would be 4 set Thunder Soother would be the best for, I think, for Electro Kaching. You could go for 2 Gladiator or 2 Noblesse Oblige together with 2 Thundering Fury for the middle ground for Electro Kaching. Or you could go 4 set Thundering Fury. Best is probably Thunder Soother. And the reason why that is... Well, okay, there are varying opinions on this. Don't go and just jump and get Thunder Soother, because some people do think 4-piece Thunder Soother is not the best, right? It is more versatile though, because it allows you... You know the okay, let me see if I can show the artifact to you. Yeah, definitely that's your first focus. I'm just giving you an endgame. Oh, that's a nice animation. I hadn't noticed that. I'm basically giving you endgame advice at this point. Because, as I said, at first you want to focus on getting some attack up, leveling up. That's the most important thing. I don't think I ever had Thunder Soother though. Okay, let's see the domains. Where was it? I've never done... That's not that defenders. Wow. There we go. So as you can see, electro resistance increased. It doesn't matter. But this is the crux of it. The crux of the matter. Increases damage against enemies affected by electro by 35%. Now, you can't get this on Electro Slimes for the obvious reasons. So you face a damage reduction in that sense, right? And then the two piece set bonus is a bit like it's very So you could go for this, or you could go for Thundering Fury. If you Electro Coaching, you should just go Thundering Fury, man. 4 set bonus. Electro damage bonus 15, always good. And now this. Yeah, you might. This is why people go 2 set Thundering Fury, but 2 set Gladiators. Okay, this is the reason. Or 2 set Noblesse Oblige for the ultimate. You know. Wait, where's the Noblesse Oblige? Here. Wait, I forgot how it looked like. Not these. Should be like black. No. Wow. I'm forgetting stuff. There we go. There we go. It's blue. You farm these artifacts when you're 45, ideally. At 40, you can already get gold items, but it's still a chance. It's not guaranteed. When you're AR 45, you guaranteed get a gold, which is when you actually go and spend your resin to, you know, farm the artifact domains like these ones. As you can see here, Noblesse Oblige, Elemental Burst damage plus 20%. Your Q as Kaching is up every 12 seconds, which is very good. So if you run 2 of these, and then if you run 2 Thundering Fury, that's pretty good. Or instead of Noblesse, you could run Gladiators for the 18% attack bonus. Let me see, Gladiators. Here, 18% attack bonus. The reason why you run Gladiators rather than Sojourner or where is it? Braveheart is because these can't get gold. Gladiator can. That's the only reason. And it's nice, 18% attack bonus, but again, it's suboptimal compared to other things usually, but not by much. That's the idea, and it's more flexible because it just gives you damage, right? And attack, again, like later on, attack becomes less important. You focus on other stats. You focus on physical electro damage on your goblet. You get crit rate, because Kitchen gets crit damage by default. And then you get attack here, obviously. And then you look for good substats. That essentially boils down to that. And you go, again, 2 Thundering Fury, 2 Gladiators is good. 2 Thundering Fury, 2 Noblesse Oblige is good. You can run 4 Thundering Fury. You will still do elemental reactions, so it's not. I mean, it will reduce your E cooldown. So there's that. Or you can just run Physical Kaching, where you use a superconduct team composition with, say, a cryo character, you know, and you just go full on physical damage. That's basically it. I hope that helped you a bit and not confuse you. I mean, if you have, did you have Xingqiu? You have Xingqiu, right? If you run Keqing with Xingqiu, that's guaranteed electro charge all the time, which means 4 Thundering Fury is actually worth it. So you can run 4 Thundering Fury because you have Xingqiu. Because you will always electro charge and your E will get off cooldown very, very fast. So you can do that. But again, don't sweat for artifacts yet. Just focus on the game. Focus on leveling up as fast as you can. Or just enjoy the game, you know. Take your time. Up to you. So that's pretty much it. Okay, let's get back to the game. It's been it's been too long. Okay, let me see. Still gotta do this. But if you have any particular questions, let me know, man. I'm not a Keqing main again, but I can hook you up with some people who are Keqing mains. If you figure out how to use Discord eventually, make sure to go on Keqing mains Discord. They will help you a lot. Yeah. Okay, where is this thing now? That doesn't help us one bit. It's glowing, it's glowing. Oh, sun crab. I think it's behind the bushes here now. Did I see something here? No. It's glowing. It is glowing more and more. Where is it? Inside? You seen it? Does it just glow like whenever you, wherever you are, doesn't matter, like vertically then? Is that the case? I believe that's the case. Okay, let's just kill these first. Oh, I should have switched to the look. Oh well. Big deeps. There we go. Oh, you didn't die. Oh, lots of items. Always nice. Ouch. That hurt, man. Let's kill you over there also, so we can loot at the same time. Yeah, Venti's pretty good, not gonna lie. But most of the damage there was from Diluc. Because I haven't built my Venti up. I should. But I have to focus on Razor first, unfortunately. Realities of Abyss. So, can't do anything about it. Okay, where is this now? We are glowing. Wow, I missed that so much. Hey Lane, how are you doing, man? Welcome. You can get EM on Venti for the swirl, but... And it's cheap. I agree, that's right. But ideally you want to get like damage on him. So that he actually deals lots of damage. Because, you know, his ultimate can crit. It scales off attack. Just like any other ultimate. So... But Elemental Master is cheap to get with some set bonuses, yeah. That's true. Where is this thing? It was over there. We're not glowing anymore. No, it was over here. Sorry. We are glowing now. What? Where are you? It's not glowing anymore. At the very top. We were just there. Ah, no. Ah, I see. Let's have a look then. Let's rest a bit. We were just there. Oh wait, can I even climb from here? Oh shoot. We'll make it, boys. We'll make it. I believe in Diluc. We just need to make it over there. Just right there. Yeah, we'll make it. Food? What is food, man? You don't need food. You can just jump here, so. Okay, where is it? You lied to us. I was just here. It doesn't even glow. Lane. I think it's different for everyone. No, look, it's glowing. It's like somewhere on this side. Vertically, it doesn't matter, I think. That's the problem. That is the problem. Where are you? Oh, it's over there. Jesus. Yeah. I knew it would be somewhere silly. In the boat on top of the stone pillar. Which boat? Okay, we have one more now. Don't tell me this one's on top. No, right? Where are you glowing? Let's see. Okay, we're glowing. Oh, what is this? What's happened? Okay, let's rest. Oh, come on. Okay. Let's see. That's cheating, man. It's not inside, is it? It's on top, isn't it? Or it's over there or something silly. Okay, let's climb. Yet again. Standard consumption. Yeah, Venti doesn't get up that much. Yeah, I could have used them to get halfway through though. You're right. Okay, let's see. Where was the hole again? Here, right? There we go. There it is. Yeah, it's I suppose it's concurrent then. Okay, we're done here, I think. Oh no, there's one more. Shh. Oh, is that a boat? Yeah, this is the boat, I think. Guys, don't get happy. We also have... Oh, there's a crate there also. We have another region. Oh god. Is there anything on the boats right now?
しみだな。おとなしくしやがれ。
ここだよ。
Ah, he doesn't do it. We need an Anima MC. Nothing on this boat?
しくしやがれ。
How's the resin situation? Like nothing on that boat whatsoever? No chests or anything? I've never visited that boat. Ah, it's Geo. Won't help.
おとなしくしやがれ。
Yeah, there are chests and a Geoculus there, no? Is that a
こ
fish?
いつはどうだ。
No, it's just our footsteps.
こいつはどうだ。
Damn, Sacrificial Sword looks so good on K, actually. It looks like Frostmourne.
おとなしくしやがれ。これ。こいつはどうだ。
Can I swim the rest? I'm not gonna risk it. I'll go a bit more.
こいつはどうだ。
Oh, what's happening? Excuse me?
これ。
Yeah, no runes. Yeah, baby Frostmourne, exactly. There we go. Damn it! Ah, this is Beatty's ship. Oh, I didn't know. Yes, I'm assassin. We're such a troll. Okay, is this quest long? I have to deliver a bunch. I mean, this will continue existing here, right? So I can just do it later, right? I can just loot the stuff here and... Yeah, I'm thinking that way also. Fuck traveling, man. Be able to traveler, but I don't care about traveling. I want a steady home and a steady life. Moro grubber. Ironworker. Radishes. Is there more? I think. It's a nice ship though. We enter? No. I think that's it, no? Some more cabbages and stuff. But no more chests, I think. Yeah. Not that I can tell. Okay, we scrum. Okay, boys, ready? We're gonna do King Chair. Oh! Ah, too late. I teleported, man. Yeah. Not the chat, but the video might be delayed by 10 seconds or so. I can't control it. It's YouTube. and Twitch. I like the music here. Okay, let's do this quickly now. No wasting time. I'm gonna do Abyss before dinner. Oh, Geoculus. I'll do it later. I need to do meters. But yeah, the music's very nice here. I should collect these for the weeklies though. Any other games planned to play? For sure, because Genshin's just going to become, after defeat all of Abyss and everything, basically login rewards, right? And story whenever there's an update. So like, I'll keep you guys updated with videos and stuff. I will probably play a bit more Ascension then, which is a World of Warcraft private server. But I'm keeping my eye open for any new like nice games because I really want to have a new main game, or rather, game besides Genshin. Because Genshin is just going to become, like, let's face it, it's a mobile game in its core, so it's not meant to occupy eventually, not meant to occupy all your time. So yeah. Blue Protocol, I've looked into it. It doesn't have PvP. I mean, this game doesn't have PvP either. But I don't know. I don't know whether I would play it. I think it might be a flop. At the end of the day, we'll see. I mean, I'll probably be also busy making my own game. I'm making my own game right now. So, hey, if I can finish it soon, then I'll just play that. Fuck any other game, man. That would be the best game for me. Oh, all tapped. What's happening? Alert. Got a demo? No. It's in the very early stages. Currently using Unreal Engine. Because I'm a sucker for graphics. It's going to be a realistic game. Initially it was going to be MMO, but then I realized, hey, netcode's going to be a bitch, so I'll make it multiplayer. Not massive though. It will still feel and play like an MMO. It will have really good combat though. That I'm just a sucker for it. I'm just making it's a passion project for me. I'm just making a game that I would love to play, basically. Really good graphics, realistic, nice story, insane combat. We're talking all the good parts of, you know, stuff like Mountain Blade, Piranha, Dark Souls, etc. Like difficulty-wise, it'll be pretty difficult, but it will be basically. What I'm aiming for is hitboxes, you know, everywhere, like your hands, your head, your chest, your torso, like your legs, etc. Different kinds of damage, no RNG, and it's all skill-based. You gotta aim, you gotta hit, you know, realistic combat. Not too realistic, though. It should be fun, so. I should be able to, yeah. I mean, if you downgrade the graphics. Optimization is going to be the last thing I do, so we'll see. I mean, my PC is not that amazing either, so. If I can't run it, then what's the point, right? I hope it will be fine, because here's the thing, like, I've been a gamer for such a long time, right? I've been playing games ever since I was like 6. It's been like 21 years, basically, I've been playing games. Computer games. I've been programming and doing stuff like in and out, like mods and patches, like small stuff, small times things for games. Ever since I was 10 or so, 9 even, I started with Need for Speed stuff. I did lots of stuff for Jedi Academy, it's a Quake engine Star Wars game. Did lots of World of Warcraft stuff. Shit-tons. I loved Gothic as a game when I was a kid, growing up. So I want something. I liked RPGs a lot, but I also liked competitive games. You know, I'm a PvP, a die-hard PvP by heart, so it's gonna be a PvP game also, but also PvE stuff, obviously. PvE as in it's gonna be story and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be rather unique, I suppose. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe the moment I can whip out a teaser of some sort or something, or at least some explanation when I start raising money for it on Kickstarter or Indiegogo or whatever the crap it's going to be. Because I'd imagine eventually I'll need some money to really refine the game, make it more marketable. And also for the marketing itself, those things are pretty good usually. So I'm not going to end up with just a concept asking for $50. You know, the initial backing is going to be very cheap, and it will still net you the game. And I am thinking about procedural generation for the worlds. I'm saying worlds. Okay, I'll explain a bit. So, imagine a medievalist setting, you know, your run-of-the-mill. And the way environment's going to feel, the world is going to feel, is basically... difficulty is going to be up there. So you won't just run into 100 wolves in a small 50 square meter area where you just murder them. You know, wildlife's going to be dangerous. You're just going to be human, you know, in weapon and armor once you have the money for it. And it's going to be very skill-based combat. Yes, gear is going to affect your stats, but main stats are going to be how you create your character, right? And how you skill up your character as an experience is going to go towards... We're not going to really have experience. You're just going to train how you fight with weapons, you know? You're going to start with a certain stuff. You're going to build a character like a nice RPG with very realistic sounding and common sense kind of stats. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's going to be a low fantasy setting. There's going to be magic, but very scarce and very enigmatic. You know, it's going to be very cryptic. You won't be able to understand what you're doing with magic. You won't be able to understand the side effects for the most time. It would be very rare. Also, magical creatures. I mean, later on, later game, etc., you might run into some, you know, more magical stuff. Your life might become a bit more magical, but early on, especially, it's going to be very, very low fantasy. I want the focus to be on that. I have a couple other games planned also. This is one of them. And this is going to be my first passion project, basically. And yeah, it's going to be a very skill-based... I don't want to call it action RPG, because it really is not. It's not like this, you know? Like it's different. It's not exactly like Mountain Blade, or it's not exactly like Forerunner either. I want the combat to be fun, but also tactical, strategic, and also skill-based. So it's going to be a bit of a mixture of all of those things, really, where it makes sense. And you definitely got to aim your sword or axe or whatever you're using, you know? Like, you got to hit the head. Or you can chip away, you know, hitting the lesser damage areas. And in terms of how easily you die, or your opponents die, enemies die, other people die to players, you know? It's going to be very easy, so you have to be quite tactical about it. So in that case, you could think a bit more Forerunner, but the fights are gonna... I mean, if you're good, the fights might take a bit long, but you get stabbed a couple times, you'll die. You're bleeding out, you'll die. That's how it's going to be. It's going to be realistic. But I also want to maintain the fun aspect, obviously, also. I'm not going to go for full realism with hunger, thirst, like unfun mechanics. If those are going to be in, they're going to be in a fun way. That's the gist of it. I don't want to reveal too much right now, but I at least want to talk about the combat a bit, basically. What's happening? How is he hitting me? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, I suppose, guys. Do you want some Abyss? Because we're done with the wait, which one's event? F5. 9 hours remaining, yeah. Oh no, that was... yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at the eventual first, though. We have 98. That's quite a lot. Yeah, we can't get these just yet. We don't have this currency yet. I'm really curious how limited these are going to be. We have 20 days before the shop closes. And we have, I believe, 13 days, 14 days, 2 weeks before the event closes down. So we still can't get Fischl. And we gotta do these quests for the Primogem rewards, actually. Okay, let's do those real quick. Oh. "14 days. That's alright. Just talk to these people real quick, and then we're off to Abyss, and then I'll have some dinner. I don't think I'll do much Abyss though, because I can't level up stuff right now. I'll have to level up and get back to it. We'll just see how far we can go. I could probably ascend Dillik though. Let me see. I mean, how many do we need? Oh, not talent. 12 of the blue ones. Yeah, that's not gonna work. We need to collect those. And we need 3 of the purple red ones. Oh. Okay, let me see. This is not a problem. Yeah, and then sergeants. Blue ones. Lieutenants. Ooh, we can only get 1. That's a bit problematic. Okay. And we need this, obviously, for the weapon itself. We can craft a few. And then we can get a few of these. 2. Alright. Okay, let me see. So we need 7 more of those. I can get those 2, no problem. And for Dillik, we need 10 more of these. Oh god. 9 more of those. Okay. Alright, sounds fair. Let's do the quest real quick. So yeah, I probably won't be able to progress too much in Abyss today. But we'll see, who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky. Last I did Abyss was level 60. Okay, where's that person? Oh, it's much farther. Am I blind again? There we go. With the 360. Okay. Yeah, we'll talk to people. The kids? Okay. Come on, Will. Let's go, man. Let's go, boy. All right. Show orders to Harry. What about the... Yeah. This I'm not doing. Not here. Okay, let's do this first. Also, we'll probably eventually end up in the city anyway. So. Let's clear the camp. How close is that? We'll teleport. Okay, let's go back to the guy. Oh, come on. Wait, did he not drop anything? Okay. Let's do these. Always mine. Always mine. But I have cleared that. Oh, there's a pirate slime. Just wants to explode. Okay. Wait, where's Glory again? Ah. Let's do Harry first. Oh, no, Harry's way up. Okay, no. Where are you? There you go. Oh, there's the sickly girl. Yeah. Oh, the blind one. Oh, come on. Okay. And last one. Then we can do Abyss. And then I can dine. Okay, again. Not repetitive at all. Obviously. Uh-oh. Don't drop anything. Okay, there we go.
みんなを守るからね。風だ。
おとなしくしや。火炎よ。おやすみせ。
Ooh. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, I will revive him because it will take too long otherwise.
ミュージックバーバラ。
Let's get Bennett back, by the way.
本当に俺を呼んだのか？
Although, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Finally, we're finishing up. This is what I don't understand though. Like the fetch quests, they're just boring. Why would they make them? Perfect. Yeah, we completed all of these. Fischl's still not in sight though. Okay. Okay, let's do some Abyss, shall we? Let me attempt Abyss with the current characters. I don't think I will go past 8 with this current team, to be honest. Oh, that's pretty good. Attack 50%. Okay. Okay, let's do this 3-star and proceed to the next level. Well, in that case, I need a pyro. Damn it. Who else has a shield? No one. Oh, we have a pyro. There we go. That should do it. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, wait, I did the opposite way. I needed a Kaya in the Razor team. What have I done? But then... Ooh. I'll take that. Let's see if we can manage this without Kaya, because we need to kill the Electro one as soon as possible. Like, it's almost impossible, actually. Oh, that's a problem. That's a big problem.
戦場のお掃除の時間です。助けが必要な方が任せてください。
Ouch.
きれいにしません。
Okay, we can still make it.
走るより特攻だよ。走るより田んぼだね。
Ow. Hurts. Oh, it's took too long because no Kea. I might have to redo actually. Like 7 minutes. We already haven't got. Yeah, we already haven't got it. I need Kea in that scene. Okay, let's see. Or maybe I'll run Dillik first. Yeah, I think I'll run Dillik first. So what I'll do is... I just don't need Fischl here. But she helps. I'll need Bennett in the... Well, I'll need Barbara in the second team also. No, I'll do Razor again. I mean, Venti could have been nice, but... What can you do? Dash should do it. Let's try it. Oh no. Ow. Ow, that hurt. Oh, what? Wasn't Kea. What? Ah, we effed it up again. Ow. Yeah, I would definitely effed it up again. Oh, wait, effed. Yeah, okay, I'll do the lick first. Without Noel, actually, I was doing better. I don't understand why the 50% attack bonus is not really helping. Maybe what I can try to do is do Dillik first with Noel, because he'll deal so much damage anyway, instead of Fischl. And then I obviously need to run Kaya. And then we can go this. Oh, we need Pyro though. And we need Kaya for super. No, we have to do it this way. Shh. Shit. Okay, let's see. Like so. Okay, let me think. How fast? What are you gonna get? Ah, shield just goes away anyway. Noel might not be worth it. What? That normal attack didn't hit. Interesting. Ow, 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 ow. Ooh. Okay, we might do it a bit better. Wait, he didn't die yet? Oh, come on. We only have 40 seconds with delay. We could. Okay, let's see. "14 seconds. No, it's not gonna. Nope, we lost it. Okay, maybe Noel's a bad idea. Nope. I mean, I'm doing even worse than I was doing before. When I was 6, I was doing I was missing the 3-star mark with only a couple seconds. Now this seems even worse. Probably the previous buff was better for me. So guys, what I'll do is I'll ascend Dillik. And I'll ascend Razor. I also need to do some bosses. And collect some berries, apparently. Didn't I collect a heck ton of these the other day? Wow. Okay. Anyway, so I'll send those, level them up a bit. And then we'll probably very easily get all the way to 10, 11. I'm thinking 11. As soon as I send Dillik and Raisin the weapon. Alright guys, it's dinner time. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you next time.